Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered. Do I even really need to say remastered? I mean, at this point, you either play one or the other, and the other one is the remastered version, which everybody would more than likely play. So, anyway, welcome back to some more Life is Strange Before the Storm. So, last episode, I said we would finish off by reading up the next few pages here, and then we will continue on in the Amber's house, which was where we are right now. So, remember that easy job for Frank that I told you about? Yeah, not quite. First, I jacked Samuel's keys, then used my Jedi powers to get past Skip into the dorms, by which I mean talking about my lady bits until he freaked out and let me in. Took a brief detour into Elliot's room and read his poetry. Dude's got feelings for me. I think I'm flattered, I guess. Anyway, I found the cash, but then Drew and Mikey showed up, followed by Frank's psychopath boss, Damon. Have you ever met someone that you just never wanted to mess with? I hadn't until today. Damon started beating the crap out of Drew for the money he owed. I stayed with Mikey like Drew wanted, and it was horrifying. I think Damon actually broke Drew's knee. And then after I kept his money, I'm not sure why I did it. I needed the money to get out of town, but it felt not so great. It was all so messed up. And the worst part, that I had anything to do with it. Thief and all-around bad person. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any more dramatic, wait, let's back up. Guess who tried to drag Rachel and Jack her role? Guess who tried to drug Rachel and Jack her role? Don't worry, Rachel and I turned the tables on Victoria and gave her a taste of her own medicine, literally. Sadly, the drama doesn't end there for me. Stupid Juliet got caught in the stupid fire, and let's just say there's exactly one person in the world who could make me dress up in a funny costume and act out Shakespeare in front of an audience of all my least favorite people, and she happened to be next to me at exactly the wrong moment. Chloe, the FMO. So, I survived just in case you were worried about me. You totally weren't. But it wasn't easy. I had to remember what to say and where to go and not to flip off everyone in the audience. Not gonna lie, I totally killed it once I got past the stupid makeup and the blinding lights and just let myself get lost in it all. I guess acting is really about forgetting the rest of the world exists and being completely in the moment. When I'm with Rachel, somehow that becomes easy. We ended up creating a new story together on stage, a much better story because this one ends with the two of us escaping the island and sailing off into the sunset together. Take that, Shakespeare. Will real life turn out so awesome? Time will tell. Chloe, the bardest in town. And then one more page here. Time has told, and no, it turns out the real life is not like the stage. It is so much better. We're leaving tonight. Boom. Peace. Out, Arcadia Bay. We are hitting the open road. Destination unknown, but who cares as long as it's far from here. I didn't believe Rachel at first. It's not that I don't trust her, but she tends to get swept away in the moment. Let's just say she erased all doubts. What you need me to draw you a map? We kissed. As awesome as you might imagine kissing Rachel Amber sounds, believe me, it was a bajillion times more awesomer. After a quick stop by Rachel's house, we're headed off. Next time you hear from me, I'll be an ex-Arcadian, just like you. Chloe, this is so much better. Okay. So now we're here in the in the Amber's house. Rachel's parents' house. Let's take a look around.
Rachel really was an overachiever before she met me. Glad I nipped that in the bud.
And last episode, we actually went through with the play, so that's what Chloe was talking about there.
They say all news is local, but...
Largest fire in history.
I bet there's not even a single Cheeto stuck in this thing. Doing the play was bad enough without having to read about it afterwards. Hope Drew's okay, though.
Congrats to the wonderful cast. Sorry I missed out. Emergency came up. Love you guys. So sorry. Why sorry you don't control the fire? Or you do? Or do you? Chloe held it down like a champ. Any update on how Drew's doing? We're going to see him first thing tomorrow.
How to clear browser history, followed by a gap for all of yesterday. That's like cheating asshat 101. Poor Rachel.
Yep. Alright, so he's up to some shady stuff.
Holy. That's the guy who attacked Drew, and I'm holding onto a grand of his money. Rachel and I couldn't be leaving town soon enough.
Oh, there was a picture of that woman as well.
Guess some families actually go to Paris instead of just talk about it their whole lives. Easy to see who wears the literary pants around here.
Yeah, I wanted to just sit down for a bit, think it out. It'll be fine. Recline it out, Chloe.
So this is what normal looks like. It's somehow way more boring and way weirder than I imagined. It's crazy to picture Rachel growing up here and being happy here, at least before she met me. And now I'm taking her away. Or is she taking me away? This doesn't really seem like the kind of place people run away from. What am I saying? This place.
You know, this story could have been way different if we actually had been invited to stay at Rachel's house versus leaving. So, like, if Rachel was totally fine with living at her house, it was no big deal, and she hadn't found out about her father or anything like that, her whole thought process might have been a little different. So when she found out that we fought with our parents, she might suggest we stay at her house and we live there. And we could have stayed here in this place where she grew up in this nice house with her. I don't know. It's just a thought. Probably doesn't even matter anyway. Because Chloe would have messed it up somehow.
It's like 1,000 times more skeevy when the skeeviness is all polite to your face. Hiya, Mr. Amber.
Chloe, what can I do for you?
So, you're a district attorney, huh?
I'm your district attorney.
So, I can call you if I'm ever district arrested?
What would you be arrested for?
It was a joke. Not a good one, clearly. Your daughter's pretty great.
Thank you. We're fond of her as well.
You ever feel like she's so awesome at everything that you just want to shake her? Yeah. Me neither. What do you think? I thought Rachel was perfectly cast.
She certainly was. We're very proud of her. I had no idea they were going to do that.
Do what?
I don't know the name for it. Reverse casting? Casting a woman as a man?
Oh, I just meant the wizard part.
I suppose that's also true.
Duty calls. Good chat, Mr. Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, definitely seems pretty annoying, so I guess I can see the way that she acts and why she acts like that.
Everything about this house is nicer, cleaner, better, and more expensive than mine. Which isn't saying much, but still. Wonder if this is a family heirloom. Oh, I think that's an original Who Gives a...
Really, I mean, artwork for me,
How many cabinets do you need?
never really seen the point. Pay so much money for this stuff.
Glasses. The ambers are fancy.
You pay so much money for these just fancy artwork and
Never
stuff.
realized that getting drunk could be so complicated.
It really doesn't look that special.
Rachel and I both had great childhoods. Mine just ended a little before hers, I guess.
Although I don't know anything about art, so I don't even know what I'm saying.
What the Amber family considers entertainment looks a lot like what I consider homework. Solving it.
So just a bunch of random letters.
Something about this photo doesn't seem right. I should fix it. Can't tag this while Rachel's mom is right there. She'd totally bust me.
Okay, well I guess we're just gonna have to wait.
So clean. I bet Rose would kill it with my mom at the diner. If I open this, will skeletons come spilling out? No skeletons. Lots of shiny dishes, though.
Hey Chloe. Drew's out of surgery. In pain, but okay. Oh, Mikey, I'm so sorry. It's okay, you stuck with me. Wish I could have helped more. Hey, Steph says you were in the play. What? I've had a busy day. Most heroes do. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but you know.
I wonder if this will be the most expensive thing I've ever eaten off of. Besides my computer, of course. Hi, Rose. Your husband's cheating on you. Pass the ketchup. Hey there, Mrs. Amber.
Chloe, I'm so glad you're joining us tonight.
So, Rachel was pretty awesome tonight.
Yes, she was. Though, to be fair, she's pretty awesome every night. I wish I were half as driven when I was her age.
Me too.
I get the sense that you're a force of nature yourself. I can see why the two of you get along so well.
You can? Because it still seems crazy to me. Integrity, honesty, loyalty.
What?
It's on your lawn.
Oh, right. Sorry. I guess I'm still getting used to being an elected official's wife.
What's it like being married to the DA?
Much like being married to anyone else, I imagine.
But with a lot more secrets, right?
Secrets?
Like attorney-client privilege and all that.
Well, as district attorney, he brings cases against criminals on behalf of the state. He doesn't defend them.
Of course not. So, you putting me to work, or what?
Yes. If you could please take 4 plates from the cupboard and set them on the table.
What if I can't?
Excuse me?
You said if I could. Never mind.
You're a riot, Chloe.
All right, Chloe. You've set the table without ruining someone's marriage before. Piece of cake.
Yes, Chloe?
I forgot to ask you about the play.
What did you think of the play?
Rachel was typically amazing, but I never liked The Tempest. What did you think of it?
To be honest, I only really read a couple pages. Theater's not really my thing. I guess I'm not so into saying words someone else came up with.
Fair point. Then again, I'm not sure you can judge the entire art form based on the dead white men your curriculum focuses on.
Shots fired, Shakespeare. So, am I crushing it?
This dinner would be taking literally minutes longer without you.
Crushing it.
Alright, I guess she's talking about these 4 plates here.
It's off to the table with you.
Okay, I got the plates. I'm gonna put them on the table. Chloe, Justin Williams' mom just called me. Were you in the play tonight? I would have liked to see that. Kinda just happened. I know it was last minute. I'm glad you're doing well. It would be nice to see you tonight. Are you coming home? Please, Chloe, I miss you. Yeah, probably not tonight, Mom. Got a date with Rachel's family.
Yes, Chloe?
Plates? Check. Anything else?
Actually, could you be a dear and ask Mr. Amber what he'd like to drink with dinner?
I will be a dear. Talking to James. As long as I can avoid using the words cheating and scumbag, I should be fine.
Something else?
Well, I mean, we already talked to him before, so we didn't use those words then, and we probably
What's your
shouldn't do it
vice,
now.
Mr. Amber?
I'm sorry?
Your drink?
Your wife wants to know what kind of drink you're having.
Ah, let's say sherry.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sherry.
Comical. Chloe, maybe you can help me understand something.
I'll give it a shot.
Rose and I, we're worried about Rachel. Yesterday was so unlike her. What do you suppose is going on?
Hard to say. Maybe she's rebelling against something. Or someone.
What would Rachel have to rebel against? We've given her everything she could ask for. Yet, I'm not sure I buy the narrative you laid out this morning in the principal's office. Rachel is not known for following along with anything she doesn't want to. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have concerns about your friendship, but perhaps you're exactly who Rachel needs right now as she navigates the choppy waters of adolescence.
Thanks.
This reminds me so much of a lot of different dinners I've had over at somewhere else. With some people that just are so weird. You don't know what to say to them.
The boss man would like a sherry.
Thank you. The glasses are in the china cabinet. You can place one at his setting.
How am I supposed to get to China? Kidding. It's the fancy-looking cabinet, right?
You got it.
Yeah, the one that I already opened up. I know where it's at. Ugh. Y'all need to stop being so awkward.
It's the triangle-shaped one.
Basic shapes. Now you're speaking my language.
I don't know what it is with the light as well in this game. Even last episode, Rachel's necklace had like a weird flashing. Okay. Cool. She rubbed it off on her booty first before she set it down.
Yes, Chloe?
What else? Feel like I'm getting good at this.
Only one last step. As our guest, you may do the honor of lighting the candles. The lighter is in the...
It's cool. I've got my own.
Oh.
You never know when you'll need to light a candle, right?
You are a paragon of preparedness.
I think. Time to light some candles and bless this joint up a bit. Finally, Mrs. Amber has her back turned. Time to fix this photo.
Not before I graffiti this first.
Good.
And that's all of them for episode 2. Yay. Okay, so let's get on over to the table now. There's nothing else left to do but light up the candles and get this awkward dinner started. I'm sure it'll go great, by the way.
The Amber family and fire. What could possibly go wrong?
I didn't think about that. Yeah, Rachel's not too good around fire. Here we go with the awkward silence. I will contribute.
So, Chloe, are you and Rachel in any of the same classes?
Oh, thank goodness you said something.
Not since this morning.
Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry.
Nah, that's cool. We're not.
What about that fire?
Dinner's really good, Mom.
Thank you, Rachel. The way the fire spreads so fast, I've never heard of anything like it.
Jeez, Rachel, don't be so obvious.
It's almost surreal. They say a fire like that could only come from a crime of passion.
Passion. What does that mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
Ooh.
'Cause you're the DA, of course.
Burn, got him.
It's certainly troubling. The latest report from the commissioner's office suggests arson.
Arson. Why would anyone do that?
Any number of reasons. With everything going on in the world today, even a town like Arcadia Bay isn't immune to the ills of society.
I cannot imagine how difficult these last few years have been for you, Chloe. Now that you and Rachel have become friends, I want you to know that our home is always open to you.
Cool. Thanks.
Well said, dear. It's imperative in such troubled times as these that we remember what is most important to us. Family. Family's not merely a gift, it is a responsibility. As such, those we love must be cared for and never, ever taken for granted.
Ooh, we get to attack James? Okay. Okay. I'm going for it.
Enough of this. Rachel may have to take it, but I don't. I'm going to turn his daughter and wife against him at his own dinner table. I'm not sure I agree, James.
Oh? I thought you of all people would be grateful for family, at least.
If you ask me, gratitude is just one more way privileged people tell the unprivileged that they should be happy with what they have.
That is an excellent point, Chloe. We must always be sensitive to the way our privileges shape our perspectives.
Well said, Mom.
Still, there must be some room for personal responsibility. I'm sure you agree, Chloe.
My dad was super responsible. He always drove under the speed limit. Then one day, a truck came along and turned him into a super responsible pancake.
See? This is why it's so important to invite diverse voices to converse with one another. It's absolutely stimulating.
Highly stimulating.
Since you have answers for everything, Chloe, perhaps you'd like to enlighten us with some of your hard-earned wisdom about the world.
Sure. I believe that we should look closely at everyone, especially the people in power, to see what secrets they're hiding.
Very well articulated, Chloe. I am consistently impressed with how politically aware your generation is.
Chloe is an excellent articulator.
Excuse me, dear? But if this is what passes for politically aware these days, we're in serious trouble.
James, that's unfair and also rude to Chloe.
No, I don't believe it is. It seems clear that these points Chloe is making are merely veiled attacks on me.
Are you suggesting that I'm using some sort of incognito mode where I can keep my activities hidden? That's crazy. Don't worry, Mr. Amber. I can tell that my progressive attitude is not welcome in this house. I'll see myself out.
James, Chloe is right. You owe her an apology.
I owe her no such thing. I believe she's willfully acting belligerently just as she did this morning. It is how people like her respond to adversity.
People like her? So we're profiling now? This is what 8 months in the DA's office has taught you.
I resent that. My office is committed to fair and equitable treatment.
Yes, I've read the press releases.
Excuse me? Are you calling me a hypocrite?
Ha!
Rachel!
I can't sit here and listen to this anymore.
Rachel!
Stop it, Dad. You're a hypocrite. Okay? I know. You lying, cheating piece of...
Excuse me?
We saw you yesterday at the Overlook
James?
kissing that woman.
James.
Rachel? Honey, whatever you saw or think you saw, I know it's hard, but I need you to trust me.
No offense, Mr. Amber, but I think we trust our eyes more than you.
That's enough! You are not welcome here or around my daughter any longer. I know exactly what kind of person you are from the moment I saw you, and I let my wife's compassion get the better of me.
Oh? What kind of person is
A
that?
delinquent. A broken girl from a broken home.
That's enough, James. I will not have you continue to speak to her like this.
Y'all gonna make Rachel act up again.
Why can't you just tell me the truth? Stop lying. Stop being a politician for 1 minute. Can't you just be my dad?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
Duh. The resemblance was striking. Oh, lordy, what an ending to that fancy dinner. Oh, so here we are with Steph and Mikey. Oh, they're in the hospital. Waiting for, I guess, surgery. Hopefully going well. I don't know. He's got a look on his face, so maybe it didn't go as well as I thought. Ugh. There's little Pompidou. Pompidou. And Frank. Oh boy, that must be Mr. Damon there to collect. Got my money? Where's my money, Frank? Where's my money? Oh boy. There's a lot going on there that I want to look at. Drew, oh no! Wait, so he's dead? Did he kill him? I mean, I know he, hurt him, but I don't think he killed him. Unless Mikey and Steph were upset because of that? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We'll probably figure it out in the next episode. Rachel, obviously, don't care. Or not Rachel. Victoria, don't care what happens to you, girl. Not my Victoria. And Mom's still alone. Once again. Goodbye, Chloe. She decided not to come home again. But don't worry, it's fine. She has David with her. It's great. She'll be fine. We know from Life is Strange, she's fine. And what is this? Oh, it's that Samantha girl. I told her to leave him alone. Okay. Guess she didn't listen. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, and so this was definitely not snow, right? I mean, it doesn't look like snow. And there is the one, the only, Rachel's mother. Sarah, was that her name? I think that was her name. As the fire still blazes in the distance from Rachel's scream of terror. And that was the second episode, I believe, of Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered. We are finished with it. Okay, let's see. So you took the blame for Rachel, or you went along with Rachel's story. Okay. I don't even remember what I chose. That was so long ago. Anyway, you refused to empty your pockets, or you emptied your pockets. I know why a lot of people did empty the pockets, because they probably didn't take the weed or something from the locker and was like, I don't know, nothing to hide, but she took it, so. Or no, she didn't have any to take, did she? Because didn't Justin say he would get her back? Either way, I don't think there would have been anything in my pocket, but I was just like, no, forget you, David. You stayed with Mikey, you gave Damon the money. Wow, I'm surprised. I would have thought more people would have gave Damon the money to just spare Drew. But I guess staying with Mikey was the right decision. I guess I should have gave him the money. But I wanted it for myself. You asked Rachel for a kiss, you asked her to get a tattoo, and you asked to give her bracelet. Okay, so if I would have asked her to get the bracelet, I didn't think that would actually happen. And if it did, I feel like Chloe would have lost it, because I feel like Frank ends up with the bracelet in the Life is Strange. Because I know Chloe's like, where'd you get that bracelet? And then if you ask for a tattoo, I don't think we probably will ever see it. So why not ask for what Chloe really wants? Okay, so you decided not to go to the play with Elliot. You didn't talk to Elliot about the play. You intended to go to the play with Elliot. Oh yeah. I did say I was going to go with him, but then when we talked to him in the parking lot, I said I wasn't going to the play. That's probably why he didn't show up. You refused to start over. You agreed to start over with David. Why are people agreeing to start over with David? We know how his relationship with Chloe is. It's a tumultuous one. You put the singing man on the dashboard of the truck. You didn't put it on there. Yeah, I found that there. I put it there. I'm pretty sure it shows up in the next game as well. You don't pay off your debt to Frank. You paid off your debt to Frank. Hey, I got the money, but we didn't ever give it to him for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, we have the money. You didn't tell Steph that Rachel was single. You told Steph that Rachel was single. Well, everybody clearly wants Rachel. You didn't return Drew's money to him. You returned Drew's money to him. I think this has a lot to do with the first interaction with Drew, because our first interaction with him is that he doesn't like us because he's bullying Nathan and we stick up for him, and then he puts us on his hit list. So I think that's the whole reason for that. But then they make you feel sorry for him by talking about his dad losing his job and everything. And now he's trying to sell drugs for money, I guess, for them. I don't know. You told Samantha to avoid Nathan. You told her to give him space, told him to help him. You didn't give her advice. Okay. I mean, I could see why help, because obviously in the next game, if you guys played it, obviously I'm spoiling everything. But why would you be playing this one? Because it came out afterwards. Nathan is on medication, I believe, for some type of some mental problem, and I don't think he gets any better. I think he actually gets worse. And I don't even remember who this Samantha girl actually is. I'm getting a little tired. Been recording for a while. Yeah, but I don't remember who she is, so I don't even think she shows up in the next game. You tricked Victoria before the play. You confronted her. You encouraged her. You discouraged her from acting in the play. I was actually going to confront her about it because I thought it would have been funnier. But obviously tricking her turned out to be pretty funny. You told Rachel you'd like to go on a road trip. You wanted to go to New York. You wanted to go to Los Angeles. I was going to pick Los Angeles 'Cause I feel like that's where they were planning on going. I don't remember from the first game. But I just went with road trip because it was like the most random thing. And they would end up in one of these places anyway. You attack James or you didn't attack him. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we have the next episode here, which is episode 3. We're only 30 minutes into it, so I guess we can get started on on this episode, and then we'll kind of end off after that because I feel like we'll have some pages to actually read through. But where are we starting out? That's the question. I guess we're still in her house?
I want to tell you all of it.
Oh, okay.
But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
So we're getting all the answers
Of
now.
course.
Okay.
In every way that matters, Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sarah, your birth mother. I'm going to tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long. But the truth can be hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
I think she's ready. I know I am.
Chloe. I'm right here. Good. I need you.
I'm a-coming. Let me look through the viewfinder with you. Interesting way to tell the story, I guess, of how he met this mysterious woman. And I also didn't want to leave it on a cliffhanger as well. I mean, we stopped one episode and we gotta start another one. Why not?
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends. Sarah was everyone's favorite. Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me. Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long. She was so alive, so passionate about everything. Early on, though, I realized I wasn't enough for her. While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers, families, Sarah wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking for escape. When Sarah became pregnant, I thought it would solve everything. And it did. For a little while. Becoming your father was the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind.
This all feels like someone else's life.
Whatever happens, Rachel, I'm here.
However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sarah, the need to escape was always there. For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you. I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. A destructive person. Someone who could never be satisfied. Anyone or anything. Even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again.
Okay, so what did you do?
What you saw at the Overlook, Rachel, it was true. We kissed. It was the saddest kiss of my life. It was a kiss goodbye. I told her that I was happy for her. That she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the lives she destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother. And she squandered it. It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again. And again. To keep you safe.
Well, I guess she got her answer. Mommy Dearest ain't so dearest at all.
So that was the first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I send her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
But now... she wants to see me?
But Rachel, it cannot be.
You think you have the right to decide that for her?
When I left Sarah, when I took Rachel away, I truly believe I saved her life. And I will continue to protect her no matter what.
But maybe she's different now. People change, right?
Maybe so. But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
Rachel. I think I need to lie down.
Well, that was a lot. We have a group SMS.
I can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone.
Rachel and Chloe, where are you guys? We're at the Tippus cast party. I already texted Rachel like 8 times. Hey, don't think we're making it. Chloe, you should come. Yeah, Chloe, you did awesome, babe. Hey, Chloe, great job tonight. Thanks, I can't. But you totally saved us. Without you, there would be no show. Seriously, just come. Bring Rachel. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, apparently we can't do that. And here is our last page. Sarah. What can you say about a woman so mysterious her own daughter never heard of her until now? From what James told us, Sarah is a drug addict who got herself mixed up in all sorts of crazy crap. And by drugs, I mean OD, and ended up dead in an alleyway dead in an alleyway, drugs, not smoke a bowl and watch anime. When Rachel was a baby, Sarah would get high when she was supposed to be looking after her. Things got so messed up that James finally had to take Rachel away. The funny thing is, even as James talked about all the horrible things Sarah had done, he still seemed, I don't know, fixated, I guess. You could see the power she had over him. Actually, when he was talking about how beloved and magnetic Sarah used to be, I couldn't help think of Rachel. I wonder if James sees that too. Maybe it's what makes him so afraid of her. Anyway, now Sarah is in the Arcadia Bay, looking to meet Rachel. After years of taking James's money to stay away, suddenly she wants a relationship with her daughter. James seems skeptical, and Rachel, I can't even imagine what Rachel must be going through. And then we have one more page here. We already read this page last episode. So we have this next page here with the last one before we continue on. I used to think the strangest thing about the Ambers was how normal they were. They seemed like a bad 90s sitcom family, and I did my best to play the part of the wacky yet lovable best friend. Yes, I did tag a newspaper picture of James on the fridge, but only because his face looked so stupid. The goal was to get in and out of there without causing a scene, so we could make our escape. About that. Turns out, I couldn't just sit back and let Rachel's cheating father act all high and mighty. I put that smug face in his place, and even turned Rachel's mom against him. Then Rachel snapped. I guess she just can't stand the lying anymore. She told her mom about James making out with that woman, and everyone started yelling, and the next thing I knew, Rachel was going full destruction on the table. That's when the truth finally came out. Rachel's mom equals not her mom. Rachel's real mom equals make out woman. Mind equals blown. Chloe the wacky yet lovable. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to end off the episode here. Because for one thing, we got a lot to go through. There's a lot of things we need to look at and look around at and check out and everything. Last episode was a little bit longer than this one, but I feel like ending this one off a little earlier since I did go a little long today on my recording, so I am going to probably run out of time. But anyway, we will continue on from this point in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time in some more Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered.